Some of the smoke could make its way all the way up here to the Pacific Northwest this weekend. As meteorologist Darren Peck found out, smoky skies could become more of the norm.
Just in case you can't recognize the landmark behind me, it's the Bay Bridge in San Francisco, and that's today, and it's all smoke blocking the view. Smoke from a wildfire that was burning hundreds of miles away. Look what they were doing in Sacramento this afternoon, figuring out how to put on those face masks. Maybe you had that experience back here in August when it was our turn. In fact, look at us. This was August 20th. When Seattle recorded the worst air quality for any city on the planet that day. And we were all being told, you're breathing in hazardous levels of air. It's not good for you. Take precautions. In fact, we tried to help you figure out what you could do when it was happening here in Seattle. Ted Land did a story, and it went on our website. It was one of the most visited stories on the website. Take a cheap box fan, put an air filter behind it, keep it running in your house. It'll help at least limit some of the damage in your house. Today, this website on King 5 surged. 9,000 people went to this today. Probably none of them from here. And it was all people in Central California scrambling to figure out how to protect themselves from what they are now being told is hazardous levels of air to breathe in, and with good reason. Take a look at what the American Heart Association has to say about this. There is a statistically significant increase in emergency room visits for heart attack, stroke, and respiratory infection when cities are inundated with smoke from wildfires like this. And if we look forward, Colorado State University put out a study, and it tells us that at this point now, they can measure there are about 17,000 premature deaths in this country. People dying sooner than they needed to from the effects of breathing in hazardous levels of air quality from wildfire smoke. And if we project this out further and follow what's known as a business as usual plan, meaning we don't adjust the carbon we're putting into the atmosphere, the projection takes us to 44,000 premature deaths in this country from wildfire smoke. It's a new issue. It's one that we all had to learn about here this last summer, and we all found ways to cope with it as best as we could. And it's something that we're being told by the climate community we're likely going to have to keep coping with it in the future.